Hi, my name is Buba Abdullahi. I'm from Goza Local Government, Borno State, Nigeria. I'm a nurse since June 2018. I'm working in the pediatric ward and in the emergency room of Goza Hospital. Everything was new to me. When I started working in the emergency room, I began to learn how to understand the MSF protocol and how to operate the biomedical items, usually by reading them or through an experienced colleague. But at the end, not everything was clear to me, and sometimes I was not understanding how, when, and why to apply some setting, procedure, and algorithm in a specific way, not in the other way. And for better understanding of what I'm saying today, let me share a story with you. One day, a child was brought to the emergency room. This child was very sick, but the staff at that time lacked the clinical skills to assess and manage this child properly. And eventually, this child enters into shock. But unknowingly that the child enters into shock, the staff became very remorseful, as they were not sure whether they are providing the good care to their patient. So this kind of situation always makes us uncomfortable as health professionals. So in the middle of 2019, we received an expert from MSF simulation team. She came to train us through simulation. We said, what is simulation? Many, including myself that time, doesn't know what is simulation. Some said it is stimulation, not simulation. So we explained that and we understood that simulation is different from any other kind of training that we used to know. Now, why is it different? First, in simulation, each participant have a space to practice independently and also have a space to ask what was not clear to him and we'll discuss on that. Secondly, in simulation, we practice in a safe space. We practice with mannequins. We do not use real human beings to practice. And again, in simulation, we learn different skills or technique in different zones. So difficult aspects explained in the pediatric guidelines, like how to do some specific emergency techniques, how and the importance to apply the ABCDE approach, and how to do some specific emergency techniques before the doctor arrives, myself and my colleague practice. Now, as the time goes by, we regain more confidence in our workplace, our weakness has been strengthened, and our capacity has been built. In our day-to-day practice, for instance, the haphazard nature we assess critical patients has been changed to a more systematic approach using the ABCDE approach. The ABCDE approach is an approach that we use to assess any critical patient that came to us. And this approach is used globally. The A stands for airway, the B stands for breathing, the C stands for circulation, the D stands for disability, and the E stands for exposure. This useful and very important approach was not followed at all by us, as we did not perceive how important it is to use it, and it was not clear to us. But simulation came to clear the air. We understand how to apply the ABCD approach confidently and to know when and why to apply the ABCD approach. I can tell you a different story apart of the one of the child. Before simulation, we have difficulty in assessing and managing critical patients, like patients with cerebral malaria, or in situations where we have mass casualty. Before simulation, we have difficulty in assessing and managing malnourished patients. And sometimes we end up having either a case of hemodilution or fluid overload, because of overdiagnosis of dehydration in malnourished patients. Before simulation, we have difficulty in doing some of the emergency techniques, like how to pass the Gedel tube in an unconscious patient, or even the need to recognize, to place an unconscious patient in a recovery position. If we've given the chance to practice simulation before, a lot of cases of hemodilution or either fluid overload could have been avoided. MSF field simulation has given us the ability to have all our theoretical knowledge into our fingertips. And I can tell you in general, MSF field simulation has helped us to be a better health professionals and also to provide good and quality care to our patients.